In the battle to curb Melbourne's youth crime crisis, police are leaving no stone unturned. They're infiltrating shopping centres and public transport hubs, sniffing out weapons and drugs.
In the city where about 25 cars are stolen on average every week, to say there's frustration is an understatement.
Well, it seems every day we're talking about youth crime in Queensland, right? Well, the latest teens on the run after stealing a gun from inside a Brisbane home.
Right now in Australia, we have a huge problem with youth crime. Young men walking into people's homes, sometimes armed with knives, looking to steal cars or anything of value, night after night after night. But it seems we as a country, our beautiful country of Australia, refuse to look at the real criminals here. The real criminals. People who dare to misgender people. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now before we go any further, we have a brilliant sponsor for this video. Imagine this for a second. Imagine if Raid Shadow Legends sponsored this video. Just imagine that. You get to hear about the 700 amazing and unique champions that are in the game. You get to hear all about how its tactical RPG battle system has no other rivals. Its intense combination of PvE and PvP content. Well, lucky for you, ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you my favorite thing about Raid Shadow Legends, and that is the epic champions in the game. And with 400 million players worldwide, you would be mad not to take part. Whether you're hungry for more Raid Shadow Legends endgame content or you're starting your adventure, I've got you absolutely covered. You've fought against the Hydra, you've faced off against the other clans. Now you can do both at the same time. Hydra Clans is a new clan-based competition where you and 4 other clans see who can smack the Hydra the hardest. Ladies and gentlemen, there's sweet rewards on offer too. For new players, you can also get your hands on the Stag Knight, one of the best epic champions getting around today, as well as a skin made for Stag Knight designed by Jontron. Use this code JTSKIN before October 7th to get yours. Use my link in the description or scan my QR code to get insane bonuses. We're talking an epic champion Talia from the Sacred Order faction and some useful things like energy refills, skin tone and experience boosters. And once you're in crushing your enemies, you can come and find me under the clan name Butterfield. Yeah, come and join my clan. So hit the link in my description and I'll see you on the battlefield. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the video. Almost half of millennials think misgendering a transgender person should be a criminal offence. A new study finds. Millennials. You're up there with Gen Z, mate, as far as the worst fucking people to ever live. Now, I know that I am a millennial, all right, which makes me very sad, but I'd just like to say, at this point, I identify as a fucking Gen X. Maybe even a boomer sometimes, who knows? This is an article from the Daily Mail UK, who have apparently taken a break from sniffing Meghan Markle's farts for a couple of days to cover something else. So, should you be locked up for saying that a girl with a massive dick is a guy? That's a tough question. Almost half of millennials believe using the incorrect pronouns for a transgender person should be considered a criminal offence. Yes, lock me up in fucking Shawshank because I called some fucking chick with a beard a dude. A survey conducted by Redfield and Wilton Strategies for Newsweek suggested that among those aged between 25 and 34, 44% were in favour of the idea, while just 31% disagreed. But isn't it insane to think that 44% of people think you should be in a cage because you call someone who's gone from a he to a she a he? But then you think about millennials for a moment and Gen Zs, they're involved in this shit too. If you think about who these people are for a moment, and in fact if you learn about who these people are, all of these shitty opinions will make so much sense. For example, in Australia there's a shitty little publication called Pedestrian. It's like BuzzFeed a few years ago. Now basically, BuzzFeed's target market is young left-wing voters, particularly those who think they're socialists but their parents are very, very rich and they live in affluent suburbs and go on to have, high-paying jobs. To give you an insight into their feeble minds and maybe give you an idea as to why they would want someone locked up for misgendering someone, this is Pedestrian's pinned video on their TikTok.
If you feel like your house is freezing cold, that's because it most likely is, as 80% of homes in 5 states failed to meet the World Health Organization's warmth recommendation.
All right, so we've learned that millennials are cold. Okay, chilly people. What are they going to do about it? I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to complain about it in not one...
Hello, my name is Jack. I live in Marrickville, and this is my cold home.
Not two.
Hi, I'm Kit. I live in Braddon in Canberra, and this is my cold home.
Not three.
My name is Saliha. I live in Penshurst, and welcome to my cold home.
But 4 videos.
Hi, my name's Ruby. I live in Dulwich Hill, and welcome to my cold home.
Complaining about having a cold house. This is how fucking retarded these people are. Give me a minute.
Buy a heater, you fuck!
These are the people, at least 40% of them, who think people should be locked up if you misgender someone. You can't even work out how to keep warm. Your opinions don't matter, you loser. Those surveyed weren't asked what punishment should be meted out to those who use the wrong pronouns. I think beheading, obviously. Lock them in the tower and re-educate these fucking bigots now. Similar sentiments were found amongst those aged 35 to 44 in that group. In that group, 38% appeared in favour of criminalising misgendering someone, whilst 35% were against. After reading this, I wanted to know what the baby boomers had to say, so I went out and asked them this exact question. And here it is, let me pull it up. 33% of the boomers that I asked think that you should be locked up if you're black. That's an issue. That's a joke, ladies and gentlemen, about baby boomers being pieces of shit, not black people, so just shut the fuck up. The idea of criminalising misgendering, this is fucking ridiculous, comes as several Republican-controlled states have passed laws banning certain medical procedures and treatments for minors. Yes. Okay. Banning treating kids for these illnesses is seen by a lot of people as horrible and transphobic. I see it as protecting kids. But what would I know? Kentucky and Tennessee are among the 20 states, all with Republican-controlled legislatures, that have passed laws banning use of puberty blockers and hormones as part of gender transition for patients under the 18. I'm still perplexed that some people actually think this is a good idea, to completely change a child's body just because of what they feel. That's fucking ridiculous, you dickheads. If they were an adult and they made that decision, by all means, go nuts. Or as I always say, get rid of them. Whatever you want to fucking do. But not as a kid. You don't have the capacity to make those decisions. Not yet anyway. You can't buy a house, you can't get a loan, you can't drink, you can't vote, but you can change your endocrine system forever. But maybe the people who said, yes, we should lock these people up for misgendering someone's pronouns are right. I think they're right if you misgender someone over 1,000 years old. What the fuck does that mean, Isaac? Let me tell you. Archaeologists say it's not scientific to assume gender of ancient human remains. Fuck me, Ted, this is hilarious. A group of American archaeologists have urged others in the field not to assume the gender of ancient human remains. Remember, bone lives matter. The past is diverse, multifocal, and queer. Ooh yeah. The group added that scientists have a long history of imposing modern patriarchal gender and sexual norms onto the past. Human gender is highly variable, and human beings have historically been comfortable with a range of genders beyond modern masculinity, femininity, and binaries. Imagine this being your life, that you dedicate yourself to going out there and just being so full of shit. Like, fuck off. Who cares? I think absolutely we should be nice to people, but criminal prosecution for things like misgendering someone, grow the fuck up. But also, we are in a world where people can go to court over a joke. Yeah. Still haven't heard anything, by the way. Don't you think it's about time that we actually locked up some real fucking criminals? Like real estate agents. Lock all those up. Doctors who make you wait 45 to an hour for a fucking appointment. Why have appointments? I was here on time, you. Vegans and cyclists, for obvious reasons. They're all Climate activists should be thrown anywhere. Into fucking the Mordor thing, the ring, where the ring went, the lava, that thing, yeah. Anyone who uses the phrase empowering, fucking lock them up. The Island Boys, remember these fucking idiots, for doing this? Aren't you brothers, you freaks? It does sound like I'd be a bit of a dictator if I was in charge. You're damn right I would. Grab your vegan jerky and remember my pronouns are Buttsmarn and yours can be whatever they want to be. Everyone's welcome here, but if someone misgenders you, harden the fuck up. Harden the fuck up. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick sticks. Toodaloo wop. Bye bye.